Hey guys, I'm Ethan Moore from Stockman Supply. After all the videos we've done on the Little Ripper and the bandsaw, one thing I realized I've never actually shown is how you resaw a simple 3/4 inch board as if you were just to buy this board from the sawmill or lumber yard, wherever you got this. So this is technically this is about 7/8 piece of curly maple. And the reason that most people are using the Little Ripper is so they can take that board and they can cut that right down the middle and have two accurate, consistent pieces. So I'm going to show you how to set it up, a board like this, in the claws of the Little Ripper. It's really simple. That's what I want to show you. So the first thing we'll do, if you look at the bottom of the Little Ripper, you got these claws in the bottom that are about 3/8 of an inch apart. What I'm going to do is just kind of split that claw in half and set this board out towards the edge of that claw, and then loosen these up and just put that claw right on top there. Now one thing you should probably do, and I haven't adjusted this yet, it's always easiest to set a board up when this claw is as flat as possible, as horizontal as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this claw up one slot here. So now that we have the claws set up on the highest position here, again, just split that claw on the bottom and built in half, and we're just going to kind of set this in place just like this. Now the question always is, how do you make sure you have this board straight, and how am I going to keep these two cuts the same thickness the whole way through? Because I kind of willy-nilly just clamped it in there. But what we're going to actually do, because we know that this bandsaw blade is not going to drift, we're going to actually use the blade to align this board here. Now, if you want to know why this bandsaw blade's not going to drift, I'll link a video up top that'll go in a little more detail here, but that's the beautiful part of the Little Ripper, is every time you try to cut straight, you don't have to deal with blade drift. So we're going to slide this in right here. Okay, so you see how I got the bottom in line with the board, the top. I'm a little tilted back here, so we're just going to tilt this so it's nice and straight on top and bottom here. Clamp that in. Okay, now the same thing on this side. Push this all the way through. Now if we look here, I'm a little bit too close to the blade. So you can see I'm pushing that slightly. What I'm going to do is loosen this off, just back this board up. So what I want this to look like here is right parallel with the blade. So I'm quite close there, still maybe tilted a little bit out. Now the thing is, you're never going to get this 100% perfect unless you had just ran this over a jointer. But if you buy a board from a lumber mill, chances are it's not jointed, probably planed, but probably not jointed. But that's going to be pretty close here for what we're doing. So now the next thing I've done, I've marked the center of my board. Now that I know that this face is parallel with my blade, I'm going to line this up with the center of my board here. Alright, how does that look? And we are ready to make a cut. So before I take this off, I just want to show you guys here. You see how that blade is totally parallel to that board? That's what a cut looks like if that blade hasn't drifted at all. That's perfectly straight. So now, my center mark was a teensy bit off because this one's a little bit thicker than this guy. That's okay, I'm going for 2 1/4-inch slices. So that right there is my Resaw, which I am thrilled with. So I got some bandsaw marks here, so a quick sand on this side. Those will all go away. But there are my 2 1/4-inch boards out of that 3 1/4-inch slice. And again, that's basically what everyone wants to do with a bandsaw, but that is incredibly difficult to do because of blade drift. But when you use a Little Ripper like this, blade drift is not an issue. So yeah, if anybody else has any questions, you can email me at info@stockmillsupply.com or just comment on the video. Now, if you want to see future videos, make sure you subscribe, and thanks for watching.